Hello, Carlos here again. And today I'm going to show you how to make $500 per day using E-mini contracts, futures contracts. A lot of people see uh, my trades on YouTube here when I simply don't trade all the entries. A lot of the entries, they go to the paper trading account, and just the most probable entries go to the real account, go to the ES, the minis. So I can trade the micros with a paper trading account. And then when we have a bias for a statistical bias for a most probable entry, we switch automatically for the minis on a real account. And how to do that and how to make this work for you. You will trade like few entries per day. The average is $500 per day, trading one mini, one at a time. Sometimes like you don't trade, other days you trade like 6, 7 entries per day. It depends on the day, but that strategy is very solid. And I've been sharing these strategies with you and a lot of questions about why I'm doing this, what's going on, and how does that work? Because the agent, the AI trading agent, is trading for me with this strategy. So I can, if I want, I can trade with the agent. But if I don't want to trade alongside the agent, I can just configure everything inside my platform, and the trades occur automatically, yeah, as a trading bot. So first, let me show you a little bit of the logic of this strategy. We have on our website here at firstdaystocks.com some reports. If you come here to the price on Rails, you see this button here to see the performance, and we have some reports here. One of the reports is this view full trading report. When you come to this report, you see $7,000 in profit with a lot of data here, and an interesting metric here that after one loss, we have an average P&L much higher than on the other trades that we have here. So why this happened? What I have here now is some reports that are focused on this specific trade. So first, I will show you the test that we did before trading with the statistical bias. So this is test that we create on the paper trading account. We have this P&L for this test here. So we have a lot of orders, like a lot of different configurations. And from here, we have this line that shows, for the first time, shows something different. A lot of entries were bad entries, but after one loss, we have a very good bias for an average P&L that was higher than the other ones. And this is specific for this MES without changing to the ES, like for the micros, without changing the contract to trade the minis. This is the raw view of these statistics for this kind of trade. The trade itself, the strategy itself, is not actually a strategy. The platform is an AI agent. So it's analyzing the charts, the same charts that you are seeing, the platform is seeing, and we have some configurations. They're basic configurations, the default configurations, basically, and we use those configurations to make the trading agent to trade alone without human interference. And this report is a report of what the trading agent was doing alone. And we have this bias that after one loss, this is different from what humans do. After one loss, usually the person gets overwhelmed and the emotions like take over, and they like perform worse after one loss than after one win. But in the case of the agent, because we don't have emotion in place there, after one loss, it thrives. Like it's pure statistics. And because of that raw view here, we separated our trade into micros for on a paper trading account and mini contracts on a real account. So we have reports for the micros on a paper trading account and for the minis on a real account. And when we put together, now I will show you the report that comes after this test here. This is a test that we created before with a lot of different strategies. This one was one of those that was performing good with this bias. And here we have the performance for the June 2025 M, the series M of the micro and mini altogether trades. So in this report, we have 681 trades. The win rate was 79%. The total P&L, $7,500. But when you go through, you scroll down to see what you have here, you see a lot of green numbers. Why? Because here on this report, we already have like separated the ES and the MES, and we are already applying the bias to change after one loss. So the agent, after it has a loss, it switches the contract and the broker from the paper trading to the real broker, from the MES to the ES. And the reason that we use the MES to trigger the trades is because we have more volume on the MES, so it's a better data set for our system to trade. And because they arbitrage, the prices between ES and MES, they are very similar. So we don't have a problem like analyzing the MES, the micro chart, and then trading on the mini contract. And that's true, like we are doing this for a couple of months now, and it works just fine. And what we have here is for a combined account. Like this is the micros and minis all together, paper trading and real account all together. We have this logic here. And first, I will show you separating the minis from the micros. So we have a report here only for the minis, the trade after a loss. So this is the E-mini, ESM25, okay. And you can see that the total P&L here is 7,900. And if you go to the complete report with this mini plus the micros, you see 7,500. So of course, we should have a loss in the micros report. That's here, and I show you in a moment the micro report. What do we have here? We have several interesting facts here. First, total trades 171, global trades 681. So we are trading a fraction of we were trading before. That translates into much less commissions paid for the broker. And don't get me wrong, like for the broker, this is good, because if you are not like being wiped out to the market, the broker will receive commissions forever, for a long period of time. And if you broke your account in like 2 or 3 weeks, the broker will make some money with the commissions at the beginning, and then it will stop because you stop trading. And this is good for you and for the broker. And from another thing that we have here, the win rate increased to 83%, and the average P&L increased from $17 to $74. When we come down here, we can see that we have 15 days traded here. Each bar here is a different day. We have 2 losing days, 15 trading days. It's almost one entire month. We have 2 losses. We have 3 days, 4 days without a trade. So these days sometimes we have 100% win rate. We don't have a loss on that day. So we don't trade the minis because the minis are triggered only after 1 loss. And we have Some days that we don't have any trade, 2 days we have losses, and all other days are profits. And if you make the average here for 15 days, like 7,900 per 15, you have $526 per day. $500 per day, trading 171 trades. Let's see how many trades per day. 171 for 15 days, trading 11 trades per day on average. So you don't need to trade like a lot. And this is trade with the 1 minute intraday chart. So we have a lot of entries going on. And when you go to see this table, you see that like it's mind blowing. All the entries here, all the entries, but the 2 consecutive losses that we have here, a loss. But these numbers, they are very small. Like we have small numbers here. Like the trade count for 2 or 3 consecutive losses is very small. It's not statistically relevant after 2 months. Maybe after 6 months, 1 year, we have these numbers like setting down with a better amount, so we can have some relevance here. But the other 3 outcomes that we have after win, after loss, and after a missed trades, they have relevance, and all of them, the average P&L is very high. Okay, all of them, the average P&L is very high. We don't trade these bias here. This is after we are already trading a bias, so we are already waiting for a loss on the micros. Then we trade this report. So this report is what happens with all the trades that we have here. Okay, so this is, we are not reapplying our error correcting code. Is not applying and reapplying over itself in the recursive way. It's just applying the first time. And let's see what happened with the micros, because the micros now we have 510 trades. And if you add up 510 with 171, 510 plus 171, then you have 681, the total of our trades. And here we have only the micro, MES, M25. Total P&L is a loss. And if you, I like to round these numbers because it's easy to have an idea what's going on. Like I like to calculate $1 per contract on the micros, with commission. So our cost is $1 per contract. For the round trip, an entire trade, entry and exit, you have at least 2 contracts. So if you trade the bare minimum, 1 contract to entry, 1 contract to exit, in 500 trades, you have actually $1,000 in commissions only, plus your loss. So we have it here. We can like know that we have here at least $1,300 like dollars lost here in this trade. And this is a paper trading report. So these trades here, they were not gone to the broker. If we were trading the same account with the real broker, the micros and the minis, and we just switch the contract, but we send all of them to the broker, we would like spend $1,300 with the micros only. It's not a profitable situation when you remove the bias, when you remove the good trades from the report. That's what we are doing. Imagine that you have a cake, a chocolate cake, and then you remove the chocolate. Okay, and without the chocolate, and what you have there is a naked cake without chocolate. So that's what's going on. The entire report is our chocolate cake. It's good win rate, good P&L, like decent average P&L. Everything here is good. It looks good, but if you want to eat all the chocolate, you can do it. Like taking the best entries that we could. Of course, we are the reason that we are doing this is because we could identify the best entries so we can trade the best entries. We are removing the best entries from this report. We are trading the best entries separately, and the garbage that remains there without the best entries, only the bad entries, is this report here. This is the chocolate cake without chocolate. Okay, this is the chocolate cake without chocolate. So this is not the micro trading alone. This is the micro trading without the profitable trades alone. So we are stripping the best performance trades from this report. This is what every trade like always dreaming, to have a way to select the best trades and trade only these trades, all of them. So this is the report of the garbage, everything that stays behind. And as you can see, some days are indeed good days. We don't have losses, so we don't trade minis, and we trade only paper trading with these entries here. It happens. Other days we have sequences of losses, and for us, like this way, if we have like 50-50 in this trade, and we still have the bias after one loss, it would be good because we were trading after one loss and we could separate. Real world, we don't have a 50-50. What we have is 3/4 for profit, 1/4 for loss. That's a very, very good relation because we still can do the separation. And if we go down here, we can see our the difference between our wins and losses, the missed trades. And what we have here, actually, we have only the bad trades going on after one loss. What we have here is not the micro trade anymore, because imagine that this is combined report with different pieces. It's not a sequence of trades, because some of the trades we removed to trade the minis. So after one loss, here in this report, we don't have that data. We trade the mini. So for this report, after one loss, we have the trade that comes after the mini trade. And this report is not like understanding it. So after one loss here is what happens after we trade in a mini. Okay, because after one loss, we have a trade in the mini, and after that trade in the mini, we come back to this report. So we don't have a bias anymore here. Nothing happens after we have a loss and then we trade on the mini. The bias is to trade the mini. After we trade the mini, we come back to the average statistics. And actually, we do have something appearing here, but with only 7 trades, the trade count after 3 consecutive losses is too small yet. If we have like 100 trades here, when we had 100 trades here, if we still have this average P&L higher than the average, so we can put this trade also inside the mini. But this is a different logic for us to analyze. I don't want to overthink and overcomplicate everything here. So that's the logic. That's how it works. We have the test. That's not the back test. Like we stay like several months like trading with this paper trading account to understand the best strategy. It's not a back testing. This is testing in real time with paper trading. Then we got this bias here. Then we create a real, I cannot say test, but a real trade, a real strategy, trading with the micros and minis separated. Micros going to the paper trade, minis going to the real account. And then we have the reports for the separated trades, where you can see that the minis trades are actually the creme de la creme of what we are doing. Like everything is going down here. And for the round trip here, we pay actually $6. So we are trading one mini on this strategy, just this one. So 171 for the round trip, 171 times 6 This is $1,000 in commissions. So what we have here is 7,900 in gross profit, 6,900 in net profit. Okay, 6,900 out $7,000 in 15. Actually, this is almost an entire month from 21 from one month to 30 of the other month. So this is like $7,000 in profit. What you need here is a margin account with futures, because these trades, they occur between 10 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. And that's easy to understand, because we have reduced the margin with most brokers during the trading hours, but also after the after hours trade is not very good for this kind of logic, for this kind of strategy, because we have the the market like slowing down is not fast. It's very slow during the night, and it's not good for you to trade that. Like, it's not the same result that we have during trading during the trading hours. We just skip the first 30 minutes and the last 30 minutes of the trading section. After 9:30 until 10 a.m. we don't trade, because we have the volatility of the opening. And when it comes to 3:30, 3:28 actually with the bot, we start to have like the volatility for the closing. The market must start to move towards the people closing their positions because of the closing section. So we don't trade those 30 minutes in the beginning and the end of the trading section, and that's doable with $10,000. Like, a lot of explanation to say that with $10,000 we would be able to have like $6,000 in net profit. Okay, so this is relevant. And when we go to our platform, what you can see, and a lot of people tell me that that's a lot of things going on here. Let me just remove everything from the screen. Okay, so you don't need to see everything that's going on here. This is the platform, like, clean, without anything. We have the price on Rails here, the manager for the price on Rails, where we can manage all the strategies that we have running here. You can have up to 10 strategies. Okay, so what we are doing, and this chart here, the chart number 1, it opens with the platform. I'm using it, but I don't need it. I can close this chart number 1 here, and you see that it immediately goes out of the manager. We didn't have a position there, but we can see the positions here, so we can close that. And here we have up to 10 different strategies in your server. And this strategy that we have with the MES after a loss is that, for me, inside my server, is the 10th strategy. So here in this strategy, if I click here on this white button, I will open the price on Rails, the 10th price on Rails here, and we have a 1 minute chart with the MES. You can see that we have a yellow dot inside the bot here, and the number 10 is yellow. We have time written here inside the price on Rails 10. That's because it's yellow, because it's out of the trading hours that I have configured for this bot. I will click here on the bot icon, and I will have this configuration screen open for me. What I have here is, and I have shared that with you on the last video that we have on YouTube, but I'm doing this again here. What we have here is exactly that the configuration that I told you on the report. We are paper trading. So this flag here, over here, when you use this flag here, you force paper trading. It doesn't matter if you are connected to your real account, because if you use this flag here, the platform will not send the order to the broker. It will send the order to an internal built-in paper trading broker that it has running locally inside your server. So it will use, and actually it's more difficult for the orders to get filled in this mode because the price needs to like go through your order by one tick. It works like you are always the last in the queue of the market depth. So we are forcing paper trade here. We start with one contract. We use the micros chart because it's a better data set because of the volume. We do not average down. We use the trading hours between 10 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. Actually 3:28 here because we have 3:30 as the start of the next period. We are trading both sides, going long and short. Only if you are trading other specific stocks, you don't short, like you force the bot to trade long only, but very specific situations. And here on the stats management, after one loss, I am changing the ticker to ESM25. So this is the ticker of the mini contract, and the MES here, the master ticker is the micros. So the master trading is on the micros, going to a paper trading account, built in here. We have the statistics of what's going on being accumulated by the agent all the time. And after one loss on this trade here, it will send the mini contract to the broker. So I'm connected to the TradeStation here. I will send the order to the TradeStation with the ESM25 as my contract. And if I go to the entry methods and exit and settings, this is the default configuration. I didn't change anything here. Actually, the only thing that I changed here from the default is three things: forcing paper trading, selecting the trading hours between 10 and 3:30 p.m., and using a different ticker after one loss. That's all. We did this, and then we come here and we have this screen for the reports. So we are starting a new day here. We don't have any trades yet for this day. When we have the trades here, we'll see on the day trades tab all the entries, the paper trading and the real entries. But on the P&L evolution or the P&L history, you see only the ES, only the orders that were sent to the broker. Okay, and you will have these, and we have like some folks trading already this strategy. We have a lot of different strategies going on here. This one is a very good strategy because it's not increasing the risk when you have like a lot of different trades occurring. You don't need to average down to increase the quantity and like to use the brute force method to make a win, also risking more. So this is a good starting point for you to interact with the agent. And you actually can have only one agent here. You can have up to 10, but if you want to trade with only one, you can. We have other strategies. One of them is with the micro Bitcoin. That's also trading very good. Actually, we have here, let me show you, like on our website, we have this, the report for the Bitcoin. It's crazy because it trades with 100% win rate. This is working with a very small take profit vis-a-vis the size of the Bitcoin itself. But if you change the Bitcoin for the micro Bitcoin, then we have this report here. That's a new report. We started having data for this kind of trade 1 week ago. But as you can see, we have all days with profits. We actually have very few losses here. You can see that you have very few losses here. It's different from the Bitcoin itself, the micro Bitcoin, because it's a completely different asset. The chart has less volume, and we have like a different pricing. It's not like micros and minis that it's exactly the same price. The pricing, the tick, everything is different. So sometimes what you're seeing as a profit on the Bitcoin itself, on the micro Bitcoin, is a small loss. So there is a trade-off that we create here. but we can like decrease the position and we can trade the same account that we are trading futures with the micros, and the minis. So we can trade the micro Bitcoin as well. And as you can see on the report of the micro Bitcoin, that's a very good strategy. We have actually the trade count is higher than it seems because a lot of trades are missed. They are not like filling the entries because the take profit goes on before the entry execute, like it's filled. And then we have the missed rate like it's higher for this kind of strategy. And that's why you have the trade count so high, but we don't have a lot of trades, that much number of trades. If you go down here, up here, you have like 89 missed trades. So we have 100 and something trades going on here. Actually, $200 in commissions, barely $200 in commissions, for $1,000 in 1 week in gross profit. So $900 in net profit. This account also needs like almost $20,000 to trade this 24-hour a day. We cannot use like day trade margin because the Bitcoin trades 23 hours per day, and it's important to trade the entire period of time. But it is a very good strategy as well. Okay, and of course you can have all these strategies going on at the same time. Actually, here on my strategy number 4 is this Bitcoin strategy. We have the Bitcoin 1 minute here, the chart of the Bitcoin itself, and then we have it trading on the micro, the MBT M25 here. This is here on the left, we have the price of the MBT, the micro Bitcoin on the CME, and on the right we have the price of the BTC USD, the Bitcoin itself. So we are having different pricings here because the configuration goes with the MBT all the times. We are not trading Bitcoin like never. We are just using the interest to trigger to the micro Bitcoin. And that's it. We can have a lot of strategies going on inside here. And if you guys had doubts, please send us an email, support@translatestocks.com. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and you can also start your 15-day trial. So you can have 15 days for free to have a server, a cloud server with the trading platform where we can connect to your account and do this trading and see this trading occurring for yourself with your very own eyes. Okay, thank you so much. See you in the next video.